Our top story: Carleton students have become addicts. It all started to fight the loneliness of the long 6-week winter break, but over spring break, many Carleton students relapsed. Addicts became unable to stop or sleep, caught in a bleary-eyed, third-day sweatpants, snack food, crumb-covered hell. No one is safe. Many Carls were pressured by friends at social gatherings, and it got in the way of work and relationships, so concerned parents tried to limit access to the substance without success. Because here in this day and age, addiction can come from many sources. Hulu, Netflix, HBO Go, just to name a few. For many, intervention came from a place that nobody believed capable of helping anyone in any way, ever. EDU Rome streaming speeds back on campus were so slow that it forced many users into detox.
EDU Rome, stop!
Carleton, this is serious. Lives were lost, and then most people got used to the Game of Thrones writing style. For more on this story, we go to reporter Teddy Willard.
Was there something that you'd consider a gateway to your addiction?
Weed.
Oh, do you mean the show Weeds starring Mary Louise Parker?
No, I mean weed. I can't stop, I can't get enough. I think my dealer laced it with something. Yeah, you guys are from Shack, right?
For more on this story, we go to Anne-Marie Delfino.
Thanks, Sam. I'm Anne-Marie, and we're here with Mara, an addict.
Oh, sorry, are we doing this thing? Oh, I have to pause, sorry, okay. Okay.
Mara, did you start binge watching Netflix because of Friends?
No, actually, all my friends were gone, and so I started watching, and now I don't have any friends.
Actually, I meant Friends starring David Schwimmer and Jennifer Aniston.
And Matt LeBlanc and Lisa Kudrow and Courtney Cox and Matthew Perry. What? That's on Netflix? How did I not know that?
It came out in January.
God.
And I think House of Cards came out in February. My favorite is the one...
Oh no! No spoilers! Bye! I gotta watch!
We here at CarlTV apologize profusely for our reporter's behavior. We did not know about her Netflix habits. Fortunately, we have George R.R. Martin on our writing staff, and her character will probably be killed off by the end of the CarlTV season. Carleton is a liberal arts campus and has recently updated its policy regarding students asking for help with addictive substances. Thanks to a movement on change.org, students caught with LSD, HBO Go, or Hulu Plus will now face a 1-year suspension rather than expulsion. We go to reporter Francisco Castro interviewing Carleton student Zosie Sandell.
Thank you. We're here with Zosie Sandell talking about substance use and abuse. So Zosie, have you ever or would you ever binge watch, say, Breaking Bad?
No, watching that much TV is way too unhealthy. I would never pollute my mind with that garbage.
Fair enough. So, what's your take on Carleton's amnesty policy?
I think it's important for students to always feel like they can reach out for help no matter what situation they're in, and I think Carleton's doing a great job of revising its policy. That's great.
There you have it.
While it's a bit of a double standard, the Carleton administration is much more lenient on alcohol and movies than other substances like TV. They realize that punishment would only negatively impact lives. Past punishments for movies have included fines of up to $250,000 or up to 5 years in jail. The Carleton administration also notes that either of these payments would be acceptable as next term's tuition. Movies to get excited for this year at the Whites include The Hobbit, The Battle of Five Armies. It is the sequel to the first two blockbusting thrillers, The Hobbit, An Unexpected Trilogy, and The Hobbit, This Wasn't in the Book. Rumor has it that a third and probably not final Lord of the Rings film trilogy will be released between 2015 and 2017, in which Gandalf's hat blows away and the gang spends 3 movies trying to find it, only to find out that the Eagles had it the whole time. Another movie to get excited for is the new Star Wars movie, Star Wars: The Return of the Franchise. Spoiler. At the beginning of the movie, Maury Povich invalidates Darth Vader's claim. He is in fact not the father. Carleton, it's that time of year again. It's time for undecided sophomores to make a decision that will change the rest of their lives. It's time to declare. In anticipation for this economy, less and less students are declaring biology or business, and more students are declaring bankruptcy. We go to recent bankruptcy declarer Martha.
Well, I've always loved music, and so for me, declaring music was inevitable. But once I saw how declaring music and declaring bankruptcy were so intertwined, it just seemed like fate. Plus, Carleton makes learning easy, and just buying textbooks from their bookstore can teach you what bankruptcy is all about.
More bad news from convocation. Last term, the Facebook group Overheard at Carleton became overheated at Carleton when it was revealed that Michael Shermer, a convocation speaker, had been accused of sexual assault. The speech focused on the fallacy of assumption by association and touched on its origins. It was more beneficial for a caveman to mistake the wind for a predator and run away from nothing rather than the other way around.
A hominid on the plains of Africa 3 million years ago. You're a little small brain, Australopithecine. Your name is Lucy. You have this little brain and you hear a rustle in the grass. Is it a dangerous predator or is it just the wind? Well, if you think that the rustle in the grass is a dangerous predator and it turns out it's just the wind, you've made a low-cost error.
Shermer missed the point. The important thing to talk about at convocation is not whether a caveman can tell the difference between a predator and the wind. It's whether the Carleton administration can tell the difference between a predator and a convocation speaker.
It turns out it's a predator, you're lunch.
Even if Shermer had turned out not to be a sexual predator and Carleton had canceled the speech, the college would have made the same low-cost error as the caveman.
The dangerous predator?
And when you're dealing with sexual predators, it's important to act quickly. Isn't that right, Mr. Shermer?
Predators don't wait around for you to collect more data about them. That's why they're stealthy. That's why they're camouflaged. That's why they sneak up on their prey.
Our next story tonight is the KRLX listenership reporting scandal. Reportings of listenership were vastly inflated when show hosts counted themselves. Average weekly listenership halved after recalculation. What? No, this is just porn. Our next segment is on room draw. We go to one particularly unlucky coming sophomore.
Yeah, so I got the last draw number for my year, and my buddy's isn't a whole lot better, so it's looking like we're going to end up living in one of those discarded cardboard boxes from the post office, which wouldn't have been my first choice. You know, it's probably going to be pretty drafty, and we run the risk of having it dissolve if it rains. Not a whole lot of privacy, no nearby bathrooms, but, you know, it's better than a mustard double.
Breaking news. Today, Carleton was supposed to close the deal with St. Olaf over Crack House, but at the last second, Barnes & Noble dramatically outbid Olaf. In addition to the fight over Crack House, Barnes & Noble and St. Olaf are currently engaged in fierce bidding wars over Porch, Musser, and the Chapel. Many Carls are worried about the absence of locations in which they can be naturally ratchet on campus. However, there is a potential solution. We go to reporter Charlie LaDuff, who has met some possibly relevant freshmen.
Thanks, Sam. I'm here with Matt and Alex, two freshmen who claim to have captured the vibe of Crack House right here in Goodhue 408. Let's see what they have to say.
Yeah, the vibe is pretty chill here in the 408. We have parties like pretty much every Saturday, and one time even on a Friday. Pretty fucking chill shit.
So chill, so chill, so chill.
This right here is the dope-ass entertainment system. Got enough juice to get a nice rager going. When we play like a prayer, everyone's shirts come off.
So chill.
No, I've never had to tell them to turn the music down. They're really boring people.
Well, better not let this party location get out, or a buyout from St. Olaf is imminent. But for now, we can definitely conclude that this is a hot spot for shenanigans in the Goodhue. I've been Charlie LaDuff, broadcasting straight from Carleton College. Back to you, Sam.
Thanks, Charlie. If any of these things actually happen, we'll be sure to tell you about them here at CarlTV.